Although at the time of 1960s, they claimed that there were no discrimination anymore, but there is. There was still discrimination. Every part of the United States has discrimination, and but in San Francisco somehow it's not as strongly seen, or it's muffed a little bit. But down south, they still practice this discrimination. So I felt I was discriminated against because of my culture, of my skin, and as a foreigner. I never got the first opportunity, or rather look at me as one of them. So I did something to compensate for that. I know I have graduated, and I have the bachelor's degree when I came in. So what I did, people keep asking me, what do I do? What do I know? How much do? And so what it is, they're looking for my qualification, and essentially, for me, it's very difficult to explain to them. So what I did, I went to UC Berkeley at the time with all my credentials from college years, and I presented to them, and I asked them and says, can you tell me what more courses or subjects that I have to go through in order to be compared as a graduate mechanical engineer in the United States, that I have with all this credential? The dean of UC Berkeley looked at it and says, you're more than qualified. You have achieved all the necessary credits for a bachelor's degree, so you do not need to take anything. So I said, well, I cannot take your word for it. Can you give me a certification that indeed I have that credential? And he did. And he gave me that credential, and so I used that as every time someone asks me a question, how good it is, I say, well, as good as you got here. If you're a graduate in the United States, graduate where I'm from, it's just as good. I showed the certification, I was admitted. And of course, that's where I started working for the city and county in San Francisco down the road.